how do we get our values? John,
Well, Ken,
where do they start? Where do these things start? Because everyone's got them.
of course, like anything else, it starts when you're a kid.
Yep.
Usually happens really early, around 5 years old, 6 years old, around there. Values are just pretty much are built from things that we perceive we're missing in our life. So if it's missing, we want to achieve it or attain it. So for example, back in the day, as I said a story about my brother going on holidays with my uncles and aunties, and
Yeah.
I used to always be left at home.
That's right, yeah.
In this situation, I must have been around 6 years old, 7 years old, I believe. And I made a mental note to myself that once I'm at legal age of 18, I'm going to travel the world. I'll be independent, have my passport, I'll have money by that time. No one's going to restrict me from doing anything, and I'm going to fucking travel my ass off.
Yeah, bravo.
So traveling, freedom became a value of mine.
That's it. Because that's what you felt was missing.
Exactly. So that's one example of values. And then now, there's a flip side to that. There's also values that assist you in your life and values that take away. So you're more or less chasing the value.
Yeah.
But usually they happen, at an early age because you feel that you're missing something.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And your values can be, like a lot of times, obviously, as we say, your voids give way to your values. That's how we remember this shit.
That's right.
And if you don't know your values, just look at like, fuck, what am I always chasing? What's that thing I'm always trying to do? Why do I feel that I need to do, I'm compelled to do certain things?
Correct.
Obviously, in your case, your parents and they held you back from going on this trip with the family. All right. Maybe that happened more than once, who the fuck knows? But there was always everybody else can do this, but you can't do this.
That's right. I felt restricted.
That's it. And that fucking pissed your shit off, you know what I mean? It fucked you up inside. As far as like, straight away, you thought you were different to these people. You thought, you were missing out.
Guaranteed.
Of course. And that burns you in a certain way. And that sets the trend for like, fuck this, when I get a chance, I'm going to go all out. I'm just going to do whatever I've got to do. And I want my fucking freedom.
Correct.
Yeah, that's right. And I felt the same. I had the same shit going on when I was younger. And like even with school and that, a lot of people aren't for school, whatever. School or school settings, class, and that feels restrictive. You go to school, you think like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'd rather hang out with cunts or whatever. And a lot of these institutions, schools and that, it just makes you feel like it's like a prison. You rock up there. These people, they teach you the 9 to 5, the whole school
sometimes
system.
people feel that they're there for against their will.
Yeah, correct.
School doesn't, I don't go with school. School doesn't go with me.
No.
I don't want to be here. I'd rather spend my time doing something I like.
That's right, that's right.
Even from an early age, you still know these things.
That's right. And I felt that kind of trapped thing that you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like fuck, cuts are holding you back. So, naturally I'm always trying to find my own business, like do my own thing, very Lone Ranger kind of cunt.
Yeah.
And that's a value of mine. It's a value of ours, obviously. We want that freedom.
Of course.
It's a big one. A lot of people feel that. They feel trapped in that and they want to, get out. Conversely, acceptance. The reason why we don't accept ourselves is because we didn't feel accepted. So our value turns into, I'm looking for acceptance all over the place. And so you spend your time going around trying to find people that's going to validate you in that way.
Correct. And another thing would be love. There's so many of these things.
Yeah.
So love. I felt that my parents didn't love me.
Correct.
And you'd say that, every parent really loves their child.
Yeah.
But love could be in different forms. Love could be, let's say your parents were working 24/7 and they didn't give you attention. Someone can relate that as they didn't love me enough. They loved money rather than spending time with me.
That's right. They chose that over me.
That's right.
That's right.
And later on, if you have to put that in your mind, later on, you're going around, as you said, acceptance is one thing, but also trying to find love. And that might be in your spouse.
Correct.
Finding the person who's going to really love you for you.
That's right. But obviously that love always is representative of value. The love and the value is hand in hand.
That's right.
When you don't get it from your parents or you perceive that you didn't get it, that like takes a value off you.
Yeah. It's always perceived.
Yeah, bravo. It's always perceived. Yeah, bravo. That, you might not be in the situation.
That's right.
Now, not to say, obviously some people do really get fucked up.
They do.
But the love, it's an interesting one because you said love. Now, love, is that a value? It's the core. It's like love is like the economics. How do I explain it?
Love is just basically
the foundation of.
Yeah, love is a lot of things, but again, it's to perceive that I didn't receive love. But for example, your parents. My parents had a takeaway business when they were younger.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, when I was younger as well. And my dad was my parents were working, 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, blah blah blah. Right.
That's it.
Now, if I perceived, with the example I used before, if I perceived that my dad's money hungry, and he spent more time trying to make money rather than spending time with me, he doesn't love me. That's my perceived he didn't love me.
Correct.
But really the truth is that this guy here is running a business to provide for his family, and back in those days you've got to be working your ass off to make some kind of income.
That's right. What are you going to do?
That's right. That's what's needed.
Correct.
And you can't do two things at once. You can't be enjoying life and running a business at the same time.
Correct.
But it's the perceived that's the problem.
That's right.
And I had it as I'm missing. It's missing from me.
That's it.
So, but love in general it is a value.
It's like,
but also not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think you're looking for the love per se.
No.
It's almost like.
Yeah.
It's like there's a scale. Love is it's the love scale.
You define it as love.
Yeah.
But really, it's attention.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you're not. What I'm saying is, so you're like, oh, my dad's working too much.
Yeah.
A lot of parents work too much, blah blah blah, and or you might see that one of your siblings gets more attention than another, than you or whatever. So what happens is, it's like if love was a scale, every time you see something taken away from you, it's like, oh, you got 25% off sale on the love, your love, but your love to yourself. When you think, oh, this person's giving some of their love somewhere else, you already take it from you.
That's right.
Your personal value or your love.
In the scale of love.
You know what I mean? Let's say it starts at 100 when you're born.
Yeah, it looks like it's a battery, for example. When you run, 25% of the battery is missing.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you're not fully charged.
Everyone starts with 100.
Yeah.
It's pure fucking gold.
Yeah.
And then we learn and we're like, all right, nah.
Yeah.
This person doesn't love me. This person doesn't love me. Boom, 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 boom.
And then you're running a fucking no power.
You're running a no power.
Yeah.
That's the value, the self value.
That's right.
That's the self esteem.
That's right.
And that's what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's again.
And yes, a lot of people are looking for love.
Yeah, that's right.
To fill that battery back up.
So a good analogy what you said with the battery, because these values, let's say, the more you're chasing these values, you're draining more of your battery. Let's say, for example, in the same analogy. So in that sense, you're draining more of your self-love.
Yeah.
Your self-esteem is going down.
Yeah. Or rather, it's never getting filled. It's never getting full. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not on full.
You're not gonna get full.
Yeah, that's right.
You're not budging from there.
Yeah, you're not running at optimal.
You're not running at anything.
Yeah.
You will never fill it up.
That's right.
To get back to 100%, that's where the self-love comes in. And it's all got to do with
Of course.
that. But bravo, the battery one's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But another thing, like that's why, yeah, what you're saying is going in the minus. You can go in the minus,
Of course.
because a lot of people, they fuck around with drugs and
Alcohol, whatever, yeah.
whatever, any kind of abuse, that kind of style. Like
Food.
that's right. What a friend of ours said to me the other day. Their friend got into drugs. What happens? What happens? What the drugs do is there, because you have a way to feel good at your fingertips. So you know, you snort the line, you fucking smoke the crack.
The instant gratifications, we call them.
Bravo.
Yeah.
That's it. Because you can just do those drugs at the fucking
Drop of a hat, yeah.
drop of a hat. They give you that thing to get through the day, let's say.
That's
Alright?
right.
So it's like, I didn't have to work for this, whatever.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel good temporarily. Now,
Yeah. The band-aids.
it's straight band-aid. But what happens is, because that's all you do, you're never filling up that battery.
No.
All you're doing is you're actually corroding the battery. You know, you see, you fucking take those things out, let me see, the
That's
fucking
right.
thing's fucked, right?
Yeah.
It's like oozing out, right?
That's right.
You're not filling the bank or the love charge or whatever the fuck you want to call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And you're staying in, you're just feeding straight darkness, straight insecurity, straight
Yeah, straight corrosion to the battery.
it's just fucked.
Yeah.
It's just fucked. You're keeping that thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're drawing power when you don't have that power to give.
That's right. Yeah, you're borrowing power.
Yeah, where's that charge, where's that energy coming from? It's got to come fucking from inside. And
Exactly.
that's why it fucks you.
Yeah. So the more exactly, the more things that you feel, as we mentioned before, that they're missing, the more drained you're going to be feeling. That's why some people are at different levels in life.
Correct.
Some can be achieving more than others. It's because they got less weight on their shoulders or in their mind, really.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And then you're wasting that battery also by chasing these so-called values.
Correct. Correct.
And as you said with a friend before, that these people here are chasing these false values.
Okay. Yes. Yep. They're chasing the false values. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And what do we mean by false values?
So, values, there's two parts to values. That I value something. For example, I value my health. Not because I was unhealthy. I just know that by being healthy, I can live a better life. That is a value.
That's right.
Now, I'm not going out of my way to chase the value. I just know it's a thing, and I know for me it works. Eat healthy, work out. Now, that's a positive side of values. The flip side to that is the false value, is that basically, because I thought something was missing, as we said before, in my life, I'm chasing to fill it up,
Sure.
to fill myself up. And let's say, for example, it might be love.
Let's say
for somebody.
Let's say acceptance.
Acceptance.
Let's say you think that you're missing your value. I want to be accepted.
That's it. So basically, I felt that I wasn't accepted when I was younger. So I go out of my way trying to impress people. Okay? And by them giving my acceptance, like, oh, John's all right. John's a good bloke. It fills me up.
Fills you up.
Yeah, exactly. It's another instant gratification.
Correct.
Temporarily
Yeah.
fill up.
That's right. It's a scarcity. It comes from a place of
That's
scarcity.
right. And because it doesn't last, you're always chasing. You're an addict.
That's right.
So that's the positive side and the negative side of values.
Sweet. So because you're coming from a negative place, why is it that when we lead with that negativity, that scarcity, so for instance, you want to be accepted, so you're finding friends and girlfriends, all right, your peers, and you're putting yourself in a situation where they're going to give you that validation, but it always seems to come in a negative way,
Exactly.
like what you chase runs from you kind of thing.
That's right.
So you get involved with women who might be emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
They don't want to give you that thing,
Yeah.
like that kind of scenario. You know
Of
what
course.
I mean? Or you might hang around with friends that treat you like shit.
That's right.
You're always with the wrong people, and you don't know why and you might know these people. You might know people in the same situation where they're in a friend or a relationship where they're copping dicks, and you're
100%.
thinking like, why are they stuck in that situation?
That's right.
Because obviously they're addicted to that style. They know they want to keep on. See, the ego says this is the place where you're going to get it.
Yeah, this is a feeling that you want, and this is where you're getting it.
Correct, but it's always a constant like carrot dangling kind of situation.
Correct.
Where you might get a glimpse of like, I'll give you a bit, but you're so starved from this feeling that you hang out for the littlest form of this value.
That's right.
All right, this little acceptance. Like your missus, 9 out of 10 times might say fucking, you don't have your shit together, you're a fucking useless
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
But then one time she might give you a little pat on the
I
back
love
and say,
you.
yeah, I love you, and you're fucking over the moon.
100%.
It's because you're fucking starving.
Exactly. And it happens a lot in relationships, to expand on that.
It has to.
That basically, let's say my girlfriend says to me, I love you. And I was missing that. And once she says that, I feel accepted, I feel loved. Okay? She might say that once a year. You know what I mean? Or let's say, once every 6 months. Okay. So let's call it 5% of the time I'm with her. 95% of the time, she treats me like shit.
That's it.
I'm the doormat, and from what you're saying,
Disrespect?
yeah, disrespect all that, right? And from what you're saying, your friends who are onto it are saying, hey mate, change your girlfriend, get out of the situation, she's not for you. And you're no, it's all right, she's fine, because she gives you that 5%.
Oh,
But that 5%, which this is the crazy part, that 5% outweighs the 95%.
yes.
Like you're starving from this feeling so much, okay, that 5% overrides the 95%. You didn't even look at the 95% that she treats you like shit. It overpowers it. And you think that's not, by numbers wise, that's not logical.
That's right.
How could you live with somebody that treats you like shit and all it takes is that one, I love you, to cloud your judgment?
Because we've got a low battery,
That's right.
meaning we've got low self-esteem.
That's right.
So we love that. And that means, if anyone's listening, that means you're fucking starving. That means you're not giving yourself the thing you need. You're not filling your own battery. That's why that's why people can cope with being treated like shit, like
That's
they're saying,
right.
for so long.
That's right. Exactly. And it comes into a bit of an awareness as well, that some people are not aware of this 95-5 situation, right? The people that are aware of it, let's say because your mates do pull you up and say, hey, I care about you, this is going on, it's no good. Okay? Again, the self-esteem and the awareness to make the change is another hurdle altogether.
Oh, forget about it.
So you've got the not aware to the aware.
That's right.
Okay? The person that's not aware, no problem. The person that's aware, they know they have to make the change. And that's where the self-esteem is, I can't do this. Because if I leave this relationship, who's going to love me?
Correct.
And especially with society these days, social media and the conventional wisdom, is that it's hard to find people. It's hard to find really good people. So better the devil I know.
That's it. And that's part of that scarcity situation.
Exactly. So they'd rather stay in the shit, at least I'm getting 5%, rather than nothing.
Correct. So back to the kind of false value, this person gets into situations where they don't belong, essentially, which works against them. Yeah, they get that feeling, but they don't really get that feeling. I mean, that's another telltale sign that you're not in the right place.
Let's say they get the feeling like for 1 second out of the 6 months.
Correct.
Sweet, no problem.
That's right. But that's no different. See, we're all addicted in that case. We're all addicted to our values, right? We're all chasing,
Guaranteed.
that thing we want. And it doesn't have to be a drug, but that's why it's so hard to quit. That's why it's so hard to see that, this is bad for me. Because you're not addicted to a substance. You're addicted to, it's a feeling, a dopamine or kind of a serotonin or whatever the fuck. There's a chemical reaction that happens when you get this thing that you've been missing. It's like being on a diet for fucking Not even been out there. So you're in a desert. I haven't drank water for fucking 10
That's
days
it,
there,
that's
and
it.
I see some fucking bottle of water. You're gonna fucking
Yeah,
drink that thing through your nose.
that's it. And you're grateful for it as well.
Fuck, you're fucking slapping cats.
100%.
It's gratitude, Taylor.
Yeah.
It's like reverse gratitude.
There you go.
It's like the ego forces you to be grateful with fucking crumbs. Like you're not humble if you're selling yourself short.
No.
That's a muffin. That's a muffin. That's like a that's like a fucked up version
Yeah.
of humbleness, right?
That's right. That false version, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, look, it's this instant gratification obviously does not last. And people just don't know any better, for sure. The general population anyway. And the people that do, again, like I said, you need the energy to make the change.
Correct.
And then that's when it comes with, let's say, mentors or people that you admire, look up to. There is a way. So for the listeners out there is ways. If you're going through this same situation in different forms, there is ways. And the way is to get your self-esteem.
That's it.
Okay? Fuel your battery up.
That's it.
So the medicine to this is if you're feeling that you weren't accepted, you start accepting yourself.
Has to be.
And then you're no longer looking for it from somewhere else or for something else.
That's right.
And then that's one. And you might have multiple of these. One at a time. And again, you start filling up the battery, 10%, 15, 25, whatever it might be. To eventually till you get to 100% and you're right at optimal.
Yep.
So, yeah, at the end of it, it's just not chasing. Stop chasing, start feeling.
Yeah. That's right.
And yeah, start accepting. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and also the moral of the story, I mean, obviously, you know, everyone always says you got to give to yourself before you can give to someone else.
Yeah.
And you're thinking to yourself, yeah, but how can I give it to myself?
Yeah.
All right. But obviously, it's not easy at the start. Obviously, you don't know because you always think, the brain thinks I need to get it. The
That's
ego
right.
thinks I need to get it from somewhere.
That's right.
Now, if you're someone who's looking for acceptance, because acceptance is a big one.
It is.
That could be fucking the most popular one.
Yes.
All right. So, you know, we can list fucking 50 and
Of
we'll,
course.
we'll go through them at a later stage.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who's looking for acceptance, you think to yourself, all right, what is it about myself I don't accept? And guaranteed, you'll be fucking listing shit.
100%.
It's not just like,
It is a practice you've got to go through.
yeah, there'll be things you don't accept about yourself.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, fuck. So, is it because I don't accept myself, I'm trying to find acceptance in others? That's 100%.
Guaranteed.
This is not like a magic
Yeah.
woohoo fucking thing.
No.
This is a real thing. So you got to look at what you don't like about yourself, and pretty much you got to turn your mind around. You got to think, how do I correct these things? Is there something I can do? Is it because, you know, do I lack a skill in something? You know, if you're too short, all right, get the fuck over it. You got to accept yourself. You fuck.
Yeah,
You know,
this physical stuff, yeah.
yeah, you guys with the physical stuff, you know, everybody can get better looking, healthier, fitter, more jacked. That's within our power.
Yeah.
All right, the things you can't do, all right, relax. We're not doing surgeries to extend our legs and getting taller.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's right. We're not doing that. But certain things, you can always look better. You know, if you look down and you see you got a fucking stomach, mate, you know what you need to do.
Exactly.
They know what the fuck they need to do. This is an easy one, people.
Yeah.
All these physical things are fucking, you've got it in the bag. You just got to do the shit.
Yeah, you got the ability to do this.
Yeah, correct. You know, all kind of physical appearance stuff, you can enhance yourself. You can be a better you. Now, if you think you lack, well, you don't know how to speak properly, you can't communicate, whatever the fuck, you're scared, you're nervous, all these things are skills, all these things that can be improved. And all these things, obviously, when you give them to yourself, you show yourself, your subconscious, that you're loving yourself. That's what self-love look like, and that's when you start filling up that battery.
That's right.
Now, not to say your value, yeah, you still want acceptance, but what happens is that shit doesn't run you after you give it to yourself. You're not chasing it from somewhere else because you've already given it.
That's right.
If you've already done the work, what do you need? I don't need to get it from fucking some
The
bitch
guy
down
across
the
the
road.
street, exactly, yeah.
Correct. I don't need to get it from there.
That's right.
So you're filling up that battery, and doesn't mean you don't appreciate it coming from other people. But I guarantee you, once you give it to yourself, the quality of person that you run into, they will they will accept you as you are, the way you really want.
Yeah.
Now it's one of those weird things like, oh, what do I want the acceptance if I've already given it to myself? But that's the whole thing of that. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
But you don't want the acceptance. Because if you've given it to yourself, you don't want it, you're not looking for it, and you're not chasing it.
Correct.
Now, you can identify it in other people.
But you will get it.
You'll definitely get it.
That's the.
You'll definitely get it.
It's a weird one,
Yeah, you'll definitely get it.
but you don't need it.
But you don't need it. That is the difference.
Correct.
Now, we're not saying you're in a good relationship, or you're in a relationship, really, and you don't need love from your missus
That's right.
because you've got self-love. That's stupid.
Correct.
Now, you obviously want love from your missus because what's the point of being with her?
Correct.
But I don't need her love.
Correct.
There's a big fucking difference here. It's a small little pivot, but it's huge.
Yeah, it's kind of like you've shifted into like an abundance.
Yeah,
And the feeling, it's a different feeling.
it is.
It's like, you're going to make money to know you don't need it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
one of those weird ones that cross
Yeah.
each other out.
Exactly. It's a scarcity thing that we're talking about. That, again, let's say maybe they'll understand it better with money.
Yeah.
If you're a billionaire, you don't need more money. Now, if more money came, you're definitely not rejecting it either.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here.
That's right.
But if you're broke, you definitely need money.
Correct.
And the scarcity is that I need it now or I'm gonna die.
Correct.
And then it ain't gonna come.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of this whole fucking filling up the battery.
That's right.
Because if you want inside yourself and you've got values and you want those values to come to light, all right, you must give it to yourself. Because like attracts like.
Spot on.
You got to be the cunt before you get it from another cunt.
That's it.
That's the way all the system
That's
works. It's a hard one to get in the fucking head.
Yeah,
man.
it is, but correct. But also, these things here, the solution here for most of these issues is writing shit down. Spending the time, going in a quiet place and writing things out. Because they say the mind that created it can't solve it.
Correct.
So if you write it down, you're seeing it as a third person.
Yeah.
And you start tackling these things, and one step at a time, and you're identifying. And you'll see real quick, for people that haven't done this before, you'll see real quick when you start listing some stuff, your mind's going to go blank. You're going to try to convince yourself that, oh, I'm sweet.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
But you've got to push through
That's it.
and persist and get a few of them on paper.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And also, we're blessed with having each other. We've got that growth mindset. We want to go to the top. We want to just keep growing fucking till we're dead.
That's it.
And we've got that, if you can find another person that kind of wants to be more than they are,
Yeah.
and you can bounce things off, it's the best fucking thing
That's
as
it.
well.
That's it. That's why, look, we said
right.
about, getting a mentor. If you find somebody that you vibe with, fucking pay them.
Oh.
Fuck.
Fuck, forget about it.
It's an investment.
The learning curve.
That's right. Now, if you don't find anyone that you pay, you can have a friend, or you can have somebody at work, whatever, and start a mastermind group. 3 or 4 people together and spitball ideas, whatever, that are on the same path, on the same sort of level.
That's right.
On a weekly basis. And it does help to have that second or third person.
Fuck, forget about it.
So that's,
Yeah.
that's helped
If
us
you're
in the
fuck
past.
it. If you're close,
Yeah.
it's even poof.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah. No one does really anything alone, really.
Correct. And you want, obviously, goes back to having good friends as well. You know what I mean? Just straight
Of
up,
course.
like, what are you doing? Are you doing the right thing? Are you fucking around?
Yeah. Accountability.
Yeah, people, those real friends make you feel that feeling where, it makes you feel like a bad cunt. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's not, friends aren't there to just fucking mess up
Yeah.
your ass or whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
call it.
yeah, exactly. Always support you in every fucking thing you do, even if it's wrong.
Yeah, you need that little bit like challenge or
Yeah.
someone to,
That's right. Accountability, that's it.
It's accountability time.
They pull
Fucking
you
hell.
up when they say when it shows that you're going off course.
Correct.
And they're the true friends, the ones that really pull you up. The ones that are like, anything you do, these guys love you. You get rid of those people.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we all slip up, we all got flaws, we do mistakes all the time.
It's like yes men.
Exactly. So, yeah, look, it's a life journey. We all have these values and these voids. But like I said, if you're really serious about changing, start writing them down, start tackling these things. And one step at a time, you will change them. It's guaranteed. I mean, it's happened for us. So,
Fucking oath. And you know what? The camera, filming yourself as well.
yeah, of course.
Because I was telling that the other day to my mate. I go, why don't you record yourself in the camera? I go, it's not this. It's, I think David Goggins talks about the accountability mirror.
That's right.
But the accountability fucking camera, I think, is better than the mirror.
Yeah.
Why is it better than the mirror? Because it feels like the camera
Is your audience.
is an audience. Someone you like almost speaking to someone.
Yeah.
You're like on air now.
That's right.
It's something
Yeah,
about the camera.
Yeah, you're different because you're on live.
You're on the record.
Yeah, you're on the record. Well done. But also, yes, that's one of the positives. Also, another positive is that you can come back to it.
Yeah, but I'm fucking.
You know, you could see the change after, 6 months, a year,
That's right.
like how I was, how I am.
Yeah. Just listening to it once you do it, like it's like,
Yeah.
fuck, how's this cunt sound?
Yeah,
Like,
you'd be blown away.
it's like fresh ears.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
your own ears.
Yeah, you'd be blown away from the results you'll get over a certain period of time.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Now that they've mastered that, not mastered, but we've
Yeah,
touched
they're
on
onto
that. That's it. All right.
And they're making a start.
So we understand that people chase their values, this and that. What can people do with their values as far as their purpose, their vision, their goals?
Yeah. So again, you need to write shit down.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
write it
we've already covered that you're writing stuff down and you're brainstorming and you're putting things on paper that your voids and your values.
So they have to identify what
They
their
have to.
values are, obviously.
They have to.
And that's looking at what you're missing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Now, if your values are, let's say, on par with what you truly want, then your values can make way for your purpose. Okay? And then in the purpose, you scale back, you create the vision. Okay? And then scale back a bit more, you create smaller goals. So they go goals, vision, purpose.
Goals, vision, purpose.
Yeah, so goals are pretty much, let's say for example, my purpose was I want to go live in Greece and I want to have, provide education to young kids
Sweet.
don't fall off the path.
Yeah.
Okay, stay on the path of being a good person. That's my purpose.
Yeah. Purpose is the thing you'll be doing.
Yeah.
Rather than
That's right.
Like the goal is like,
That's right. So the purpose
result of your purpose.
is like let's say a legacy of that. People know that that's what I do in my life. I'm helping people stay on the path.
yeah, that's the thing you do.
That's the thing I do.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. The thing you do is help cuts.
That's right.
That's your purpose
Exactly.
in this case.
Now the vision.
The goal is opening the school.
Yeah. So the vision is more of the blueprint
On how it's going to go down.
on how it's going to go down. What's going to look like. So let's say I wanted to be living in Greece.
Yep.
I'll live in this part of Greece, and on a day-to-day basis, it's pretty much what I'll be doing, like a general vision of what it looks like.
Yes.
Okay? And then the goals is the small little steps I need to do to achieve these other two. So, for example, I'm here now. The first thing I need to do is sort myself out. If I sort myself out, then I'm already up on one scale. that I know that I sort other people out by the same way I sort myself out. And that might be, hey, start writing these things down, start saving some money, start looking at which places that you want to go to. These are the small little goals.
Yeah.
They're the stepping stones to the purpose
Okay.
on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah. The goals are the what you're gonna do.
Yeah, on a daily basis. That's right. The
Correct.
stepping stone. Yeah.
Correct.
So the values on the good part of values is that I want to be doing this. I feel like I'm on this planet. I want to help people stay on the path. And usually the values is what gives you purpose.
Okay. In some way, these purpose goals, this vision, in some way your values get expressed.
That's right, exactly.
So obviously, for example, you're young, no one helped you, no one helped you do fucking nothing. You always felt on your own.
Correct.
All right? So you've got a deep burning kind of desire or feeling inside you that you don't want another person to feel that way.
Correct.
So you're going out and fucking, mate, I want to fucking help everyone. I've got this deep desire that I've got to do this thing.
That's
All
right.
That's your purpose, and and your purpose gives way to your goals and your vision and all that shit.
That's right.
But your value came from I didn't have, I need help.
That's right.
For instance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, even though you see this as a lack, and there's a difference, it's not a false value. Because let's say that's where you felt, but you're taking a negative and making it to a positive.
Yep.
So you're going down to that human level that pretty much I didn't have, I don't want anyone to experience this.
Correct.
Okay? And that's a good thing.
And that coincides with your why.
That's right, exactly. The purpose is the why.
The purpose is the why.
Yeah, exactly.
The purpose is the why.
But so exactly as you said, you feel that and you go out of your way to provide this for other people. Because at the end of the day, we're all here to help each other. Really, that is the purpose of being alive.
That's right.
But that's one way of doing it.
Like we were talking about in the car, how we were talking about how a gift,
Yeah,
how that ties into it as well.
definitely.
And the gift and what the gift is, and depending on who you listen to, your gift is something that you do well and you do effortlessly.
That's right.
Effortlessly, by definition.
Yeah, it comes easy to you.
Comes easy to you. So
Yeah.
you might not even know what the fuck your gift is, or you might be doing something that's fucking incredible, but you just don't value it because it comes easy.
It comes easy, correct.
Now, and we discussed before how your gift, I used to think that the gift is like something like, how am I benefiting off this gift? All right. But your gift really, for those who don't know, is the thing that works to help other people. That gift is like a tool that you use to help other people.
That's right.
And that's why it goes back to, and you said to me, God works through you.
That's right.
Yeah.
So basically, just to clarify, everyone knows, everyone's got a gift. Okay? There's not no one. Everyone that's been born has a gift.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Okay?
Guaranteed.
Now, it's up to you to find what the gift is.
Correct.
Now, we've been on this for a while.
Yeah. Fuck.
What is the gift and all that? But only recently we discovered that the gift, as you mentioned just now, is not a benefit directly or immediately for me.
No.
Okay? Because the gift is a gift from God. And the way God works is you help others first and you get helped in return.
Correct.
That's the way the system is.
That's it.
So when we understood this, which is pretty much as you said, that you're using your gift, whatever it might be, to help someone else, and then by helping someone else, you get helped.
Correct.
And we were lost for this for years.
Fuck,
we thought the gift was, okay, this is my gift, whatever it might be, and I need to be doing this. Let's say it's public speaking, and I need to earn money for it, so I can improve my life.
Yeah, I want to be.
And then I'm going to help everybody else
That's it.
once I improve my life.
Correct.
And there's a bit of the conventional wisdom sort of gets you on this one. It got me in the past.
Yep.
That I've got to help myself first before I can help someone else.
Of course.
Now, there is truth in that, but how do you help yourself? One is not you go get money and make your lifestyle cruising. The only way you can help yourself is internally.
Correct.
So you have to become the person you admire, and that's the only way you can help yourself.
Correct. You have to fill the battery.
Exactly. And then once you become that person, you can use your gift to help other people. And once that happens, you can get, let's say, the money that you're after. That's the way the system works.
Correct.
If it was money that you're after anyway.
Yes. Yes. And your gift has also a connection to your values.
That's right.
I believe it's got a connection to your values.
Because let's say we'll use the example of that I want to help people because the way you were when you were younger.
That's it. I didn't get help, blah, blah, blah.
That's it. I don't get help.
I didn't get help.
So, how are you going to help these people? Let's say you value education. You like reading on the internet, libraries, books, whatever it might be, and getting information and making something good out of it. So, the value could be that, and the outcome could be open a school for young kids, as we said, to be on a path, give them education, give them this axiology, you know?
That's right.
That's what it comes out to. So your gift might be teaching.
Yes.
Because you understand information and that you know how to explain it.
Correct.
In a simple way. That could be a gift.
And a lot of people who become teachers and that kind of shit, their void, what they thought was missing when they was younger was they had a lack of understanding, of course.
Yeah.
And so they want to make it fucking clear as fuck.
That's right.
They want to teach motherfuckers what time it is.
That's right, exactly. Spot on. So that was it. So yeah, and again, the gift is something that's very, very basic. Now you can use it in other different ways, more complicated and get more detailed and all that, but it's usually something very, very basic because again, you said, it's something that you do so easily.
Yeah.
And that's the trick, that because it's so easy, the ego makes you believe that it's got no value.
That's right.
So, yeah, discover your gift. What do you do that comes very easily to you often?
So it's a double-edged sword, right?
It is.
The value is a fucking double-edged sword because you're looking for places, let's say, for acceptance or understanding, okay? But yet you simultaneously know what it's like to have a lack of understanding or lack of acceptance.
Correct.
So all these people who chase these things, a lot of the times are experts in this thing that they're chasing.
Correct.
All right, which is fucking full on.
Yeah. Again, perfect. Well done.
You know what I mean?
So that's why don't beat yourself up about that. My past is terrible. I was a junkie. Okay? And I was this. Okay, you were that. You're not that today. But you, my friend, who was in that darkness, are more equipped to help other people in that darkness than someone that went to fucking school and got a fucking degree in psychology. If you're a drunk, you're the best person who can help people that are alcoholics. That's it. And that's what we're talking about here.
Correct.
That's where you find the double-edged sword. That's where you find the value. So, you know, be your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know that your shortcomings, the things that destroyed your life can also be your savior. It depends how you flip it.
Yes. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
This double-edged sword, fuck, there's a lot of angles here, man.
Yeah, of course.
This double-edged sword. Okay, so there's a difference between I'm chasing what I want, so I'm looking for the acceptance, all right? and I accept everybody. All right? This person has the same thing. Okay? So I'm looking for people to understand who I am. I also understand everybody. So the gift is understanding, or we'll just stick to acceptance for now. All right? Mine is understanding. All right? Misunderstood. That's why I've got to fucking understand every cunt.
That's right.
All right? For the record. But we'll say acceptance because we start on that. All right. So I'm looking for acceptance. I want it. It was missing.
That's right.
But I'm also fucking high level at accepting every cunt.
That's right.
All right? They go hand in hand.
That's right.
The ego feeds off. The ego is selfish, ladies and gentlemen. The ego is selfish. So the ego chases.
And
It's
always a victim as well.
That's right. It's always a victim. And the ego never gets full. The ego never fucking gets full.
Never.
Okay? So, but the spirit, the soul or whatever. The true self gets full. It can get full if you know how to fill it.
That's right.
So the ego chases, just gets those band-aids, those little hits, those bumps that doesn't do nothing. It wants me. This guy over here, the true self, can only fill through giving, not receiving, motherfuckers.
Bravo.
Is that fucking full on?
No. The irony.
That's it. Because we lack, that's the fucking paradox of this whole business.
That's that fine line.
Because we lack, we think we got to get.
That's right.
But in essence, how the fuck are you supposed to know this? Now, obviously, religious texts and this and that say this. Yeah. When you lack or you don't have, you got to give.
That's it.
That's the only way you can get full.
That's it.
And you think, how can I give something
that I don't have?
Yeah. All right? But one's an abundance cunt.
That's right.
The true self knows this motherfucker doesn't run out of this shit.
That's right.
The ego self cramper, shit cunt, is fucking running on empty all the time.
That's right.
That's it. And we live from that ego self.
That's it.
Rather than the true self.
Spot on.
Oh.
So the person, to expand slightly on that, person that is split, you got choice. You've always got choice. That's the beauty of the gift God gave us.
Beautiful.
Choice. So let's say you had this experience. I can either choose now, right now. I'm not talking about when you're 5 years old. Right now, you're an adult. You can either choose to stay with the ego, okay, and be in that scarcity mentality and live the rest of your life as the victim. Okay? You can choose that.
That's it.
Now, you already know what the result's going to be. You're always going to be chasing. But you do have the choice to start giving and flip that and get an abundance. So one is that choosing not to be the victim. And for everyone out there that thinks that I don't have anything, just to top it off here, I don't have anything, and usually it comes down to money, all more money. So, but what Ken's saying, if I want more money, I've got to give money. Sweet. But you can give $1. You do have $1. Okay?
You can give your time as well.
That's right. I've got to get to that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So you can give that $1, give a small amount, but also you can give your time. So it might be going to a soup kitchen and give 1 hour of your week to serve other people. That is currency also. So it doesn't always come down to money.
No, it's value in a form.
That's
money
right.
just happens to be the paper and the fucking shit, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's what you're after anyway.
That's sweet.
But you don't necessarily have to give the money.
No, it's an exchange of something.
Yeah.
It's energy exchange.
That's right.
Obviously.
That's right. Because money is energy. Exactly.
That's it. Time.
Yeah.
Fucking clothes. Fucking give something from you to someone else.
That's right. So the bottom line here is that despite your past, I didn't believe this back in the day, but I'm sold to it now.
Yeah.
Is that I used to hear people like, oh, your best years are ahead of you. I used to think that's fucking crap.
Crap.
Like, these cunts are fucking tripping.
Yeah.
because the people I was listening to are multimillionaires and successful people. I'm like, oh, it's easy for you to say.
Of course.
Maybe you found your gift, or maybe you were just lucky, and who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But when I came to understand that this choice I had is that I keep on playing the victim or I change it, once I had the flick, I knew that the best years are ahead of me. They have to be. Because I'm starting from now.
That's right.
That I can only get better.
Correct.
So I found it to be true.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you don't know how the system, this goes back to the awareness. If you don't know how the system works, you're fucking gone.
You're always lost.
I mean, you gotta seek, seek and you shall find and all that shit.
Yeah.
And obviously that's why we provide these fucking podcasts and these YouTube, so you guys can understand what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
From people that understand what it means to be in the darkness.
Yeah. Well, because they've been through it. That's why.
Oh, it's fucking drainer.
Yeah.
It's fucking drainer. It's years of contemplations, conversations, fucking back and forth, fucking
Trial and error.
hours on the phone. We must have spoken on the phone more than anyone on the fucking planet.
That's for sure.
We're the most phone talking cunts.
That's a fucking fact.
Forget about it.
If there was an Olympic gold medal in that, we would have it
We're the
every single year.
That's it. We're like the fucking Usain Bolt to fucking talk about
That's right. The Ian Thorpe of talking.
Correct. We can't stop fucking talking. But that's the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, now we did the things the hard way because we're trying to bounce things off ourselves and work it out ourselves.
Yeah.
But that's our road, and
That was our path.
our difficulty. Yeah, that's right. We understand the difficulty that it takes to understand certain concepts and ideas, but when someone explains it to you like a normal fucking person, it's easy. You can kind of circumvent. You can get around that situation. And,
exactly.
We're like very self-taught. Look, we're not going to say self-taught, but we've got a lot of people who we listen to in the personal development field. We've studied over the years and fucking courses and fucking.
The main thing is we were open for change all our lives.
That's the
just
main
that the delay was that we're looking in the wrong places.
Correct.
So you've got to be open to the change first of all, and then if you want to fast track it, again, you get a mentor, you get someone that's already done it, they can hold your hand.
Someone who knows. That's right.
That's it, because that is a thing. Someone's got to point it out to you. That's what we're doing with these podcasts.
Yeah, it's not maybe it comes easy for some people.
For sure.
But
not everyone's the same.
Some heads are fucking a little bit stubborn.
That's right.
And they don't want to get it.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's another kind of situation there. But it's full on. It's a full on thing. And your pursuit to try to get better, you just our main thing through the dark times is not giving up, not accepting
defeat.
For us, we don't want to be normal cunts.
No.
I never wanted to be a normal
Never.
motherfucker. I want to be me, I want to be a fucking Mac, I want to be different, I want to be better there.
Yeah. And if you want to be normal and you can find peace in that, sweet. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I say norm, when we say norm,
you don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be anything like this.
No.
You could be a person that's got a nice job, nice family, and just at peace. That's cool.
You do you.
That's it.
My friend. And it looks different to everyone.
That's right.
It's not about money per se.
No.
But, I've gotten to a point where I can say, I'm down with who I am. I'm down with who I am.
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't always there. I had to do certain things that I had to tick off a list that made me feel like, you're worth it.
Guaranteed.
You're the cunt you say you are. You're that man that you want to be. But obviously that doesn't come easy. That comes through trials and tribulations and fucking working it out and thinking about it. But just ask yourself the question, first of all, do you like who you are? Oh, so if you like who you are, tick, And are you doing your thing? Or is something else running you? Are you the master of your domain?
That's right.
Do you run your life or you take orders from someone else?
Correct.
And that's it. Because on this motherfucking podcast, on this motherfucking YouTube, we run our own shit.
That's it.
We take care of our own lives and we live the life that we want to live.
That's it. And these things aren't complicated. That's why I want everyone to understand that these concepts are fucking simple. Now, the action's not easy, but they're simple to understand, okay, and to implement. Now, when I first understood that I am me, and it sounds pretty easy, but it's fucking pretty deep, that I am down with me. Because all my life I've been searching to be someone else. And once I understood that, the simplicity behind that was that all that means is that I do what I say. And it's not more complicated than that.
No.
Okay? So for example, I'm overweight and I really want to lose weight.
I don't like the way I feel. I don't like the way I look.
That's it. So, for the listeners out there, if you're in a situation, you just got to lose weight. It's not complicated. If you start counting your calories, start going to the gym, start working out, whatever, and you start dropping some weight, then you've achieved what I'm talking about. You become more down with you.
Correct.
Because you're saying something and you're following through. The more times you do this for the things in your life, the closer you're going to get to that 100% battery, that I am full.
That's it.
And I love myself.
That's one of those things.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Just do what you say you're going to do.
Correct. You be the main actor in your fucking movie.
That's right.
You created the one you like, the way you want it to go.
That's it. Yeah, you be the star of your movie.
That's exactly right.
That's it. So, yeah. But again, I can understand these people because we've been through it, and there's so much noise out there, especially nowadays with the internet, social media, different opinions. You know, I understand people are lost.
Yeah.
And their minds go in 10 different directions.
What do I believe?
What do I believe? What do I stand for? What do I got to do? And there's a million different fucking
Whose
variables.
method works the best?
That's right. Just you do you, as you mentioned. You
Yes.
do you. And that means you do your way. And obviously you've got to find your way, whatever works for you.
Correct.
You
Correct.
listen to our podcast and it helps you, great. If you listen to someone else's podcast and it helps you, great.
But yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's all it is.
It is. It is. And everything is broken up into, we can only live moment by moment. We can't, sometimes we want to fucking, we've got a 12-week program, we want to lose weight and we're going to go to the gym. We don't go all at once on the 12 weeks, in the 3 months, lose weight. It doesn't happen all at once. It only happens in the second, the moment, the minute, the hour, the day.
Yeah.
We can only control what we do that day. And
Exactly.
when you break it up into little fucking portions,
It's achievable.
it's way achievable because
Yeah.
it's like, everything should be like, all right, I've got this goal, okay, no problem. What does that look like on a day-to-day? What do I have to do on a day-to-day? And you just focus on, all right, today I'm going to get this correct, and tomorrow we'll think about tomorrow. But it's pretty much everything's fucking rinse and repeat over time, and you reach your goal. It's fucking that simple. You don't have to make fucking what if this, there's too much what if this happens.
That's right.
Don't know what the fuck happens there. You just fucking do what you got to do. You stick to the goal, the plan, and you can only control, like I said, on the daily basis, your actions.
Exactly. We all want the end result right now.
Right now.
But this is impossible. Trust me, I've been here. I've been down this path. I want the result immediately.
Correct.
But I come to understand that it's not possible.
And it's scarcity thinking.
Exactly.
We want it now because we think it's going to run away from us.
Exactly. And you can only get this, as you said, one step at a time. It's like the famous tennis players. They say a 5-set match is not one like that. The way to win is 1 point at a time. You focus on the point and then to the next point and to the next point. And over time, over the 5 sets, you win the match. If you have to focus on winning the match, you're fucked. You're not winning. That's it.
The journey of 1,000 steps or
1,000 miles.
1,000 miles.
Yeah, begins with one step. Yeah,
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
that's it. So, yeah, it's easy to get lost with the big picture. Fuck, it's a daily thing.
Yeah, the big picture is fucking cramped.
Yeah, the ego's always going to paint the big picture. Always have your mind on the big picture. But no, the stepping stones is where you want to be at.
That's right. The big picture is exciting, but
Exactly.
the daily picture is not as exciting.
No, it's pretty boring.
That's why the mind goes to that.
Yeah. So, yeah, these are, lessons we've gone through, we've learnt,
That's it.
passing them on, and yeah,
We're going to say them again and again.
that's it. We're here to hold your hand. We're here to help people through our experiences, and yeah, we get it. That's it.
That's it. We ain't going nowhere.
That's it. Only up.
That's it. Only up. And we're dropping knowledge every week on this
That's
motherfucker.
it. Yeah. Stay tuned, and yeah, that's how we go.
Peace out.